A little late, but still on time in the end. It's Tanks Vlog, August 30th, 2019, and we're actually in the morning. Yay! Pain. Pain and suffering. Non-stop, never-ending. Being a New York Mets fan. It's like all of a sudden they reverted back to June. And it all happened when they put on those motherfucking uniforms. Pete Alonso's trying to hit a home run every at bat. They're leaving runners on base. Todd Frazier keeps fucking playing. And unknown friggin' jackasses hit 2 home runs against them. I mean, Jacob deGrom, he made 2 mistakes, gave up 4 runs. Mets lose to the Cubs 4-1, of course. But he never gets any run support. They had 2 runners on 4 different times. 4 different times before the Cubs hit that blow. And then, of course, after the Cubs take the lead, the Mets go down feebly. Terrible. And I guarantee you, they're going to get swept by Philadelphia. They're going to get swept by Washington. Back below 500. And after game, Mickey Callaway. You got to praise them. You know, we've come a long, long way together. But you got to praise them like we should. It was so awesome being on the field with a team like the Cubs. And you got to praise them. You got to praise them like you really should. You know, he's got that smile back. He's got that fucking smile back. He didn't have that smile when the Mets had that winning streak. He enjoys fucking losing. And they better fucking fire him. They better not be fooled by that 6-week stretch. Because this is who they are as long as Mickey Callaway is. A soft team who can't do anything, get the big hit because he's a shit manager. And playing Todd fucking Frazier every fucking day, it doesn't help. It does not help. Moving on. Indians blanked the Tigers 2-0. A's over the Royals 9-8. It was the Twins doubling up the White Sox 10-5. Twins now have the most home runs in a season on the record. Minnesota Twins are going to smash the single-season home run record. I mean, so many home run records are falling this year. Can we go back to the regular fucking baseball next year, please? Not this fucking juiced-up rocket ball. It was the Rays 9-8 winners over the Astros. On a double, the big hit was a double by J-Man Choi. Aristides Aquino, there's another home run record. 14 home runs in his first month, just the month of August. He got called up at the beginning of August, and he has 14 home runs. But it was not enough. Marlins beat the Reds 4-3. Mariners over the Rangers 5-3. Pirates beat the Rockies 11-8. It was the Diamondbacks 11-8 winners over the Dodgers, and the Padres beat the Giants 5-3. We are now Labor Day weekend. You know that means College football season is here, and we had a bunch of games on Thursday night. Some notable games would include Clemson, defending champion, did not get a good performance from Trevor Lawrence, but that was okay. It was Travis Etienne showing that he is still a star. Look at this team. Look at this Clemson team. Great defense, probably the top running back in the NCAA. Trevor Lawrence, who is going to be a great quarterback again, true sophomore, not eligible for the draft. Travis Etienne, this guy's going to probably go top 10 next year. I mean, Clemson is just going to be a monster this year. They might even be better this year than they were last year. We got Texas A&M. And of course, Clemson beat Georgia Tech 52-14 with all those great stats. And Texas A&M was 12th ranked to start the season. Beat Texas 41-7. It was Utah 30-12 winners over BYU in a game that got halted in the fourth quarter because of thunderstorms in Provo. Boy, is the BYU program. They need to get back in the Mountain West Conference or somehow get accepted to the Pac-12. Ever since they've become an independent, they have been irrelevant. They're not Notre Dame. You're not Notre Dame. You're BYU. Central Florida, all over Florida A&M, 62-0. Not a good start for Chip Kelly as UCLA lost to Cincinnati. That's why they call it the middle of the pack. Boom. UConn, soon to become an independent themselves. Finally, a football program being sacrificed for the basketball program there. UConn's basketball program has been teetering. Has been just. They were national champions, and then they had to move to the American Athletic Conference when they had the Big East eviction, and they still had a good team. Still some of those recruits from Jim Calhoun, but now they've had really fallen on hard times. As they've struggled in the American Athletic Conference, but they're going back to the Big East. So their football program now has no conference, which is silly. I mean, there's got to be some sort of compromise to fix this. Perhaps they should go down a level, the Florida Football Championship Conference with Villanova. Bowling Green, Sewing Machine, 46-3 winners over Morgan State. Buffalo shuffled off a win 38-10 over Robert Morris. 35-28 winners was Central Arkansas over Western Kentucky. Not a good look, Western Kentucky losing to an FCS school. Charlotte, 49-28 winners over Gardner-Webb. It was Tulane beating Florida International 42-14. UAB beat Alabama State 24-19. It was Central Michigan 38-21 winners over Albany. Minnesota survived a scare at home against South Dakota State, holding on to win 28-21. South Dakota State is a live school from the FCS. Arizona State beat Kent State 30-7. And San Jose State over Northern Colorado 35-18. Of course, there's more games coming up this weekend. So we got our absolute first. So it's college football's here. The NFL preseason came to an end today. Who cares about those games? And the regular season begins next week. Today's three stars are Kevin Newman of the Pirates, 4 for 4, 2 home runs and a 4 RBI. Victor Caratini, who killed the Mets, with 4 RBI, 2 home runs for the Cubs, and Travis Etienne, who had 205 yards on the ground with 3 touchdowns to lead Clemson over Georgia Tech. Today's birthday shout-out is, we say hail to the Chief. Robert Parrish is turning 66. Now we take a look back to a strange second-round match between John McEnroe and Ilya Nastase in 1979, where the chair umpire and Nastase kept arguing. The chair umpire disqualified Nastase and then got removed from the chair as the head official, the head referee of the U.S. Open, booted him, reinstated Nastase, and, well, Nastase lost anyway to John McEnroe, but where the chair umpire ended up getting ejected. You're out of here. No, you're ejecting him? No, you're out of here. So check out that story at Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives, and the Mets always die.